Hello, welcome. I am Shay Richard of Hip the Hoopla, and this is the Hoopla Y'all show. And welcome. Thank you so much for watching. I was trying to do a combination and remember the combination. I'm going to tease that combination and teach you that combo at the end of right after the first two segments. So I like to get in and out on a time budget here. And so let's go. The theme for this show, and this is show 83, episode number 83. Yeah, woohoo! We're with the Hoop Love Y'all show where I talk about health, humor, and hooping. And this is the awareness theme. So awareness, why awareness? Because we're talking about hashtag becoming awesome. And how are we becoming awesome? That is this 8-part series that we're doing. We are on step 2 of the becoming awesome. And this is with the laughter technique. And what I mean by the laughter technique is it's an acronym for learning was the first, number 1. Today is the awareness, and that's number 2. And I'm going to just tease for the rest of the words that go with the becoming awesome theme. So with awareness, it's really cool. Awareness, being conscious, being aware. And so I've got 2 cameras going. I'm also trying to be aware of comments coming in. This is a live show. So if type in where you're watching from, and also, yes, what you'd like to get out of this. So this is Q&A. You can ask questions or comment during this at all, during the whole thing. So, all right. Now, awareness. I should move my notes to the other side where I don't have to keep turning in a weird direction here. Okay, there we go. You'd think I'd know this by 83 episodes now. Well, part of this humor or health, humor, and hooping. So this is part of the humor part, where, I try and figure it out each time. Okay. So awareness, part of why this is the Becoming Awesome series is because awareness, when you are aware, I think of where you are right now. This is the point that I want to touch upon, because it's not just about mindfulness, but acknowledging where you are now, because a lot of us want to grow and develop, and we have goals that we want to get to. Sometimes you want to start with your starting point. So, like hashtag start where you are. And so wherever that is, acknowledge where you are and be okay with that. Be accepting of that. That's part of the awareness, and a little less judgmental, even though part of awareness is perception. But a lot of us put our ego into it, and we kind of cloud our perception of this and make a judgment call on that of like, ooh, the part that I'm at now is generally speaking, we downgrade ourselves a lot, and we don't necessarily need to do that. We need to kind of boost ourselves up. So it's not just about, getting to your end goals up here, but also enjoying your path on the way, so that when you get your end goal, the whole path is enjoyable, or a good learning experience and a positive learning experience. So it's not just about, oh, I'll be happy when I'm here. It's about being happy and present in the moment. That's part of the mindfulness bit. So I move my notes over here. So mindful of where I put my notes. Anyway, so that realization, the grasp, the appreciation is really helpful. 3 things that I personally like to use, and I think a lot of people do use these, and I think many of us go in and out of using these, but I just like to remind and refresh, just in case you aren't using these already or you need to remember to use these. So one is journaling. That is a good self-realization process. And meditating is also a lovely way to get mindful and focused. So I think part of being aware is being focused on what's going on right now. So mindful in the moment and aware. So meditation really helps draw in your focus and helps you practice that on a regular basis, so you can focus quicker and better, so that when you're doing the tasks that you need to do, you're able to do them and complete them better. So multitasking, I think, is a little overrated. So, although that is a lovely concept, I think most of us get more accomplished when we actually can focus on one task and be aware. So, yes. Ah, yes. One of my friends joined me on one of the broadcasts. So, hi, Art. So, anyway, yes. And where are you joining from? Type into the comments. All right. So, awareness. One of the things to help become aware, I like recommending things that you could use right now and or get and be helpful for you to do that. And one is, we used to have a health food store up in Evergreen, Colorado, with our family, called Nature's Garden. And this was a while back, but I learned a lot of stuff from there, and I keep learning stuff because that sparked my knowledge for learning a lot of things. And then my husband also helped foster that creative knowledge seeking. And so I've even exponentially taken off from where I was before to, learning more and more and more and more. So it's nice. And I'm not done learning it. I always joke around, when you're done learning when you're 6 feet under. So, in other words, I have another saying that is, as long as you learn something every day, as long as you're paying attention. Because we all can learn something every day and many things a day. But if you don't notice and if you're not aware, then they don't sink in as a new lesson and new learning. Anyway, so one thing that I'd like to recommend is Giggle. And it's used highly in Ayurvedic practices. It comes from the Indian philosophies from India. And this is it's a tonic. So it's not necessarily something to hype you up or, do this, do that, do the other thing, but it's a tonic for the body, which means it helps do some other things. The tonics work in a little bit of different way. One of the things that Giggle helps do when I was doing some of my research is, I love when your research reinforces your knowledge, because you need to speak with it with some, education, not just, like, I like it for this, and I do like it. Giggle happens to be in a lot of energy drinks, and I think they're just going on a big trend. They also throw in a lot of caffeine, and the good ones, if you're not doing caffeine and sugar, which a lot of the energy drinks do have, which I highly recommend not doing. So if you can get away from those and do more B vitamins and do more natural herbs that are natural blends, less sugar, that would be really awesome. It's much better for your body. And also it doesn't let you just drop you down. So, you can focus and do better with, if you're doing an energy drink. You can even make your own. But taking Giggle, it helps with, it was interesting, it can help act directly on the pineal gland. So some people pronounce it pineal or pineal gland. And it acts as a vasodilator, which means it opens up the blood flow and increases your oxygen and blood flow. So that is really cool, because guess what? When you do that, you open that up for the brain, and so that you can have more brain cells functioning at better optimal levels, which is awesome. So yes, so helps rejuvenate the brain. And I also was reading that it increases intuitive awareness. So part of being aware, I think, is tapping into your intuition too, and respecting your intuition. So when my mom used to call it getting a hit on something. And what she meant by that was when you just know something, you get an idea, there's something, and it doesn't necessarily feel like it came from you, but it came from somewhere out out there or inside. So intuition can be an inside thing. I think of intuition as being sometimes my angels directing me and guiding me to the pathways that I need to do. And that's part of that pineal gland, where you're tapping into, what I call the wisdom of the ancients. So all of our ancestors, and tapping into that greater source of wisdom that may not necessarily be a part of what our experience is, but it's the general overall consciousness and wisdom. Okay, I'm getting really woo-woo on this thing, right? Godigala is a good one. Try that, and I'll have a link for that if you want to get some, and want to link that up and try that yourself. All right. One thing I'd like to do on this show is do a laughter yoga exercise. So, and sometimes it's more laughy and sometimes it's more introspective. This one's going to be a little bit more introspective, because what this is a laughter yoga awareness appreciation exercise. So I'm using one of the words that one of my friends was using recently, and that is appreciation. And just getting, I think awareness has to do with appreciation a lot too, because when you are aware, you have a sense of a natural sense of gratitude for things around you. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be taking a few breaths in, and we're going to be doing 3 different appreciations. So if you'd like, you're welcome to close your eyes on this. Well, I would love for you to do this with me. It's only going to take a few minutes. So we're going to take some nice deep breaths in and out. Just inhale in and exhale out. Inhale in and exhale out. And then we're going to bring, you're welcome to close your eyes, an appreciation to your head. So just think and just appreciate all, whether it be brain, whether it be your face, your sense of all the sensories that come out of the facial region, your sight, your sound, your breathing, your every, the sensory, all of that stuff. So really appreciate that, and take a couple breaths in here, in and out, and in, and really deeply appreciate. And then we're going to move to the heart, and you can also do this with a smile too. So we're appreciating the heart, in and out, all of the emotional things the heart does, and all of the physical things that the heart does, bringing blood and oxygenation to our body, feeding all of the cells of our body, breathing in and breathing out. And then next, we're going to just appreciate the overall body, your overall body, and keep smiling on this, keep breathing in and out. Really think about what all you really appreciate your body, that it does, it can accomplish, what it helps you do. Breathing in and breathing out, and really appreciating that, smiling. Last breath in and exhale out. And you can open up your eyes nice and gently. And we're going to, at the end of laughter yoga exercises, you might feel a little lightheaded on this. I know I do. And sometimes when you're breathing deeply or actually putting thought into what you're doing, sometimes that takes up some energy and brain cells. So at the end of laughter yoga exercise, what we do, you can do this with me. We do this twice. We take our hands together nice and big, and we say this twice. We go, very good, yay, very good, yay. Okay, and that concludes our laughter yoga exercise. I hope that made you feel good. I hope that you participated in that. If you didn't participate, go back, rewatch the video, and try it, because it really is powerful, very powerful. Okay, now I'm going to show you a little hoop dance combo, and this is this happens to be part of the World Hoop Day dance, but it works on its own as a standalone for just a hoop dance combo. So what it is we're going to be doing a palm spin, and then stepping through, bringing it all the way up. We're going to twist, 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 and down, all the way up, hold, and twist there. That's the whole combo. So I'm going to walk you through this. So what you start out doing, thank you for the thumbs up. And so what we're doing is we're taking in our right hand, and we're palm spinning. And I'm going to be setting my hoop down on the ground. But since you can't quite see it on the ground, I'm going to actually raise it up a little bit so that you can kind of see where it's at, because I'm using a small hoop, because at the moment I'm in a smaller space. So I'm using a small hoop on this. So I highly recommend using a bigger hoop if you can, because this next part of the move is you're going to be stepping through the hoop. So the palm spin, and we're going to be doing the palm spin counterclockwise. So you're going to spin around 1 and 2, and then you're going to step through with the right leg, and then we're going to step through with the left leg. I'm over exaggerating that. And then we're going to pull the hoop up. It's going to lean towards the back, and you're pulling the hoop all the way up and holding right here. So we're not going all the way up with the arms, but we're going right here. Kind of like, I call it the Burning Man pose, but the Burning Man pose would actually be up there. But anyway, this is kind of my little version of Burning Man. So what those counts are, see, ring the bell, win a prize. So you're going 1, 2, step 3, step 4. So that's right, left. And then 5, 6, 7, 8 is bringing that up. Okay. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be flipping the hoop around, and we're going to grab with the left hand, and we're going to be flipping with the right hand, and then let go with the left hand, regrip, and keep flipping with the right hand. So, and we're going to be doing that 3 times. On the 3rd time, you're going to bring the hoop with the right hand all the way down. Left hand's going to come all the way and reaching up. Okay, so let's just try just those moves right there. So we just did that palm spin, palm spin, and then step right, step left, 5, 6, 7, 8, bring the hoop up, and then we're going to be bringing this, so spinning towards the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, around 5, come up 6, 7, 8. So the hoop is going down in a downward escalator, and the hand is coming up, 7, 8. Then the next move is we're going to be taking this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is an escalator up. So once again, that is, you're taking in the right hand, and this is flipping up. You're going to be bringing that hand down and catching the hoop, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last part of the move is a 2-handed isolation. So we're going to be taking the right hand, we're going to be releasing and regripping. So the thumbs are up on this right now, but I'm going to take my right hand, go inside the hoop with an inside grip, and I'm going to go thumb down or pinky up. And I'm going to grab the hoop, and I'm going to be doing a 2-handed isolation twice. So 1 and 2. Okay? So that's the whole combination. So once again, without music, you're going to be going with the palm spin. Now I'm just going to be turning this in my hand, because I can't hit the floor and still have the hoop in there. In one of the cameras, it's in there, but in the other one, is not. So anyway, we're going to be spinning 1, 2, step right 3, step left 4, bring it up 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we do this little flippy fold move with the left hand and the right hand. So flip to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bring it over, 7, 8. And then we're bringing it up in reverse escalator with the right hand. So this isn't going to be a release move. This is going to be a control move the entire way. So we're bringing it up as if you're doing an escalator and catching it in your hand with the left hand. And then flipping that right hand over and doing a 2-handed isolation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So let's try that with music. Now, with this series, I'm going through the whole World Hoop Day dance. So we're doing combo, 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 combo. So if you'd like to go through the whole dance or learn a whole choreography, that's great. So I'm going to start the music, and I'll do what we did on the last session and go from there. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and then head circle in, lean right, come back in, hit, up and down, and up and down. Now palm spin, here's where it comes in, step, step, bring it up, 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 flippy forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up, around, up, pull, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is the combination in there with the music. So let's try that again one more time, and then we'll be pretty much like done with the show. If there's any questions, let me know. Also, I will have a video up for the World Hoop Day dance, so you'll see the instructions in their entirety, or the dance in their entirety. And then on the show, I'm breaking down the choreography into little bite-sized chunks. So yeah. All right, ready? Let's start over from the beginning. So we're wiggling legs, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then head roll to the right for 4. Lean right, come back in, hit, round and down, hold, up, 5, 6, down, 7, down, 8. Now that palm spin, step right, step left, pull it up, 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 and then flippy fold to the right, flippy fold to the right, flippy fold all the way down, and flippy fold up. Oop. Not flippy fold, but escalator. Okay. So that is that combo, and it's nice and slow with this music. This is an original piece of music called Circle of Light. I happened to write the lyrics, and Billy DeVette did the music and the producing and all the singing and instrumentation of that. So very thankful for that. And all right, so we learned a lot today. Hopefully you had some fun with this and learned some new things. Learned about awareness, how that laughter technique can help you becoming awesome, and how Gotu-Kola can play a role in that and helping you with your awareness, and why that's a good Ayurvedic herb to try. And also that laughter yoga awareness and appreciation exercise. And then the hooping combination. So there were some cool moves in there. I call things a certain way. That flippy fold, there's an escalator down and then an escalator up. So yeah, and some fun things like that. So alrighty, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I've been Shay, and I'm still Shay Rippinger of Hip the Hoopla. And if you haven't already, if you want some extra help working on some hooping, or you want to learn hooping, by the way, World Hoop Day is Saturday, October 5th this year, and World Hoop Day helps bring hoops into the hands of kids all over the world, whether it be locally, nationally, or internationally. So I would love to see you participate in that. We do have a World Hoop Day dance. I'm choreographing the World Hoop Day dance. I have choreographed the World Hoop Day dance. So there you can learn that. You can send in your videos from wherever you are in the world, and then be part of the worldwide compilation for 2019, and enjoy that. So yeah, so come on and join in. And if you want to work with me, I offer a complimentary hoop consultation, and also a complimentary just hooping the consultation, or health, whatever your goals are. So I have some really neat things coming up and online, and I can work with you one-on-one. So very excited about all that. So give me a call if you'd like to work with me. So thank you so much for watching. Rock on. Peace out. I'll see you guys on the next episode, episode 3 of the series, of the 8-part series of Becoming Awesome.